I don't care about this Cole album. I didn't care. I still don't care. We listened to a couple songs. I don't care. Listen, now, that is a very blanket statement. Like, well, did you listen to it? Listen to a couple songs. It was
in the background.
We were listening. Isn't that how you listen to hip? That's
no.
What?
No. You know what's crazy? J. Cole had tweeted out today. He was like, these one album listen opinions I was ruining hip hop. So proceed. Continue to ruin hip hop.
Look, I'm gonna let you spit what your king told you, and you're regurgitating it. But look, J. Cole, the songs I heard, it was just like niggas rapping, but I didn't really feel any of it. And even leading up to him dropping the singles, I heard one, because he had dropped like 4 like on his website or some shit, you know. And
well, those were freestyles.
Yeah. But leading up to it, I wasn't really excited about J. Cole. You know what I mean? It's dope what he's doing now to like roll out the album. I'm not saying this. I still have to listen to the album fully, you know. But from what I heard, I know what it's probably going to sound like. But regardless, he's going all throughout North Carolina. He went to Fayetteville. He went to, you know, of course, Raleigh, fucking Greensboro. You know what I'm saying? He was outside A&T, you know what I mean? Right in the middle. You feel me? I saw a video of this nigga. He was like, yo, we can do this, but we got to like be orderly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we got to like respect each other.
Yeah.
Respect space. Cold world. It's dope.
It's actually too cold to be respecting space. Niggas need to huddle up.
Yeah.
Try to see if we can get some group warmth. But, I mean, you ain't listen to the album, so nothing you say really matters.
Yeah.
I let you say it.
Yeah.
Just so I could tell you it don't matter at the end.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad that happened.
Dope.
Nigga, this album was pretty good. I went into it with the exact same mindset as you, though. Like, Cole was my favorite rapper at one point in time.
I could tell.
Around like that 2014 Hills era, I was just in like that wave of music.
Yeah.
But after a while, you grow, you do drugs, fuck bitches. You start to relate to other niggas. Other sounds, other frequencies, other melodies and shit. Like I had multiple phases when I was into like lyrical, like it's not real music unless a nigga is saying some shit to where I'm listening, I'm like fucking mind blown.
You gotta feel it.
The where I'm at now, just like later in life, I'm getting more into like I'm fucking with melodies, harmonies and shit. Like Future's my favorite artist. Cause I just think he's just
Future is your favorite artist?
Yeah, I just think he's a generational talent.
Whoa.
But that's so that like, and that's not all I listen to. I listen to like a wide range and I fuck with niggas. And like even a nigga like Sideshow, he can rap and shit, but he's still it's a different bag. But I fell out of frequency with Cole. But when I listened to the album and I was really understanding and I heard some of the interviews and him talking about it and shit and like the process of like, he doesn't like, and he even mentioned it on the album, he doesn't like how the songs that people listen to from J. Cole today are the ones he made 10 years ago. Like that's his best work. He's yet to make some shit that was at least as relevant as that shit.
Yes.
And so like this whole theme of this whole album is, it's like he's going back into like that original bag of like, let me sit down every day in this motherfucking studio and try to put some shit together. And it's like, I'm relating to that. And that's probably like affecting my view of my opinion of the album.
Yeah, because niggas is on the come up.
Because I'm also in that phase of my life right now, especially with the stand-up shit. Like I'm really trying to take that shit serious and like every day, like put some shit together.
Yeah.
It's good days, it's bad days, but really just like respecting that process.
Yeah.
So when I realized that's where all this is coming from, and even some of the songs on the album are like, they have samples. He's repeating the melody of certain like artists that inspired him. Like it's some Common Sense inspiration.
Yeah,
it's some Eminem on there. It's some DMX inspiration.
There was a lot
there.
from
like
the couple songs I heard. I was like, he's calling back to the legends.
Some of the tracks are like that.
Absolutely.
But just in terms of like getting back into that bag of like originally creating some shit and trying to master their craft. When you starting off, you're imitating the people that inspired you to a certain degree, but you're putting your thing on it because they created your basis of like what quality control is in this art. Like if niggas not rapping like Nas, it's not rap. From his point of view and shit. So like that's his standard of the quality of the shit he trying to make. So it's like just like that whole thing. And even in terms of like the beats, the way he's rapping on them, some of the melodies and the harmonies, like even on one of the songs you joked and he was like, oh, he's back in that bag. He brought that shit back out. But it's like that's good because I feel like on this one, he was trying to really understand J. Cole. I think he really tried to sit down from like an unbiased opinion and be like, why did niggas fuck with my shit originally? Like, what was I doing at that point in time that was really like resonating with niggas? And what could I do to like really like relive and try to, because, you know, you grow and evolve, but like your foundation's in you and shit.
I also think it's a couple scab wounds from, you know, him exiting, you know, the war.
On your ears?
No, just in terms of how he felt when making the process of this album, everything leading up to it. Like the fall off, niggas was saying like he was over. Like, oh man, the rappity rap nigga wanted to get out of the battle. Like it was I think it was a combination of a couple different things.
A little bit, but it was called the fall off before the beef. It was called the fall off. Yeah, that's what.
So that's just ironic,
and even
that's coincidental.
And even like the concept in that of like, because with like this art shit and like creating things and like there's a ebb and flow to life. That pendulum is always going to swing. Like your first shit is always the greatest shit, but then eventually you stand on top for so long, we start to hate you. Nobody can stand on top forever and come out unblemished. Dave Chappelle was the greatest stand-up comedian of all time at one point in time. But even he has faced criticism later on in life. You know what I mean? It's like, they're only gonna love you, but for so long. And so even like before this album, and just in terms of like me thinking about like our careers and shit, and like how I wanna like what it's gonna look like, I wanna pull the plug. I wanna leave. I wanted to feel like they weren't ready for me to go.
Like or just a beautiful exit.
Yeah, because like not everybody. It's the rule of showbiz. Like you gotta always leave them wanting more. Some people stay too long. And then they start to get resented. But if you do what you do and you time it right. And like you get out right before they start to hate you, right before your work starts to like have chinks in it because nobody's perfect.
But even if you're great, like fucking all Boston fans hate Tom Brady because they feel like he stayed too long. Like,
what's going on with LeBron James right now, dog?
Everybody's like, yo, you could have left when you were. It's not even about being on top, but just like you could have left better.
Everything's
like what. Everything,
And if you throw the apple away before it spoils, your house is gonna smell better. But if you wait for that shit to get moldy, not fungi and shit,
gnats flying around,
throw it away. Then it's like, all right, well, it's been trash, nigga. You just now decided to take it out.
And so
I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to be playing and like get so old that I get like an Achilles tear, and that's how I retire.
Exactly. Fucking
So even the concept of like, all right, I'm gonna intentionally make my last work, and I'm gonna do my best to like make it my best work, as close to that as possible.
Yes,
I respect that. I gotta keep listening to it, because when I listened to it the first time, like I said, I went into it with like, I'm not even really checking for Cole for real, even though like I still have, because he was my favorite rapper at one point in time, so I still have that like I'm never gonna not look out for him. But. And you know, the beef kind of, it was a sour taste, even though as time passed, I started to understand why he did what he did. And I don't hold it against him as much as I did originally. I banished him from North Carolina.
You did. You did.
Like I have the power to do that.
I concur with the statement.
But it was just we wanted blood in that moment. And that doesn't mean we was right. That's just what we wanted in that moment.
North Carolina were prideful people.
You know what I mean? And it felt like we had our chance, and like, okay, he's about to like North Carolina's about to take out one of the 2 of the big 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can't call us country bumpkins no more.
And
nigga, we're literate down here sometimes.
yeah. And I have to the songs I listened to, it just felt like, and maybe that's not really understanding the context of the album. All I heard was old Cole.
Yeah.
All I heard was Cole being like, oh, this is Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I get it.
It's dope.
And your brain immediately goes, I kind of know. Like even some of one of my favorite songs, the beat was in some of the promos that I had heard, and I was like, Cole beat.
Yeah.
But when I actually heard the song, I'm like, nigga, this is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So, and look, I've said that statement, but I also said I still have to listen to it.
Yeah.
But the first
sequence.
In sequence. But the songs I heard, it was just like, man, like there's a weird thing with artists and shit, like that evolutionary phase where something either has to happen. Like, all right, you're already a butterfly, but it's like, damn, what is next? Like pterodactyl? I don't know. Like, it's a confusing
evolution.
Step.
Yeah,
it's an evolution thing.
Like, do we go from humans to AI, or do we just go from humans to like superpowers?
You know, and it's some artists actually find their cocoon and go back in it. You know what I mean? Like some artists, they come, they're a butterfly and they go back to the cocoon. Some artists,
spotlight makes them shy.
Spotlight, you know, it's life. Like it's not just anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's everything. But
everywhere, all at once.
And so, kind of rounding this back out to Cole, I just hope I hope that's not the case for him, where he feels like he has to go back to his cocoon to satisfy, not to satisfy other people, but he's just misinterpreting things. Like he's not really understanding where he's at because he's trying to understand where he's at. Like, you know, you look at something or you focus on something so long, shit looks weird. You know, the classic, like, who? Like, you say who enough times.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like if you overanalyze something as a problem, that's just as good as not realizing something that's just as bad as realizing that something's not a problem. I don't know if I said that right. I'm high. But for the most part, y'all understand what I'm trying to say.
Like the video.
Yeah, subscribe. #WildWise.
And I pray that's not the case for J. Cole, because it's felt like that's been the case for some artists. Some artists like completely switched up. I think Cardi, he found a way to kind of, you know, reinvent himself. Like he went from a butterfly to a moth.
To a bat.
Yeah, to a bat. And
to a pixie.
And so, you know, it's just all about finding that way. You know, Kendrick, I feel like he did it too. He found a way to kind of reinvent what was going on. Luck happens too. I think this beef was like, everything. Luck is a part of everything, but
that should amplify the
nigga.
Fuck out of Kendrick Lamar, because looking back, after listening to J. Cole's album, then I remembered that Kendrick Lamar had dropped that mozzarella stick of an album last year that was supposed to be the most anticipated shit. I was like, I don't know, Cole definitely got it. You compare those two, but Cole got it. But it's not even close.
After the Kendrick shit dropped, I think people in Kendrick's camp were saying, nah, that was just like, you got to eat brunch before you eat dinner. You know,
dinner
like
never came.
Yeah, well, you don't know.
We still hungry, nigga.
I don't know, yeah.
And it's like, don't tell me this is brunch on Tuesday for the dinner we're gonna have 2 years from now.
Yeah,
like that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat so many meals in between it.
Yeah. Nah, for real though.
I've already broke my fast.
And it's not just with artists, it's with everybody. Like, it's with life in general. Mm-hmm. You know, shit, when an NBA player leaves the basketball league, typically they're lost. And everybody that's an NBA player has spoken about it that way. Not, and everybody, you know, just throwing that out there. Yeah. But
don't be dramatic.
It's a lot of NBA players that has had that same sentiment to where, you know, I had to kind of find myself. Mm-hmm. And some people find themselves in the wrong ways and leads to drugs and hookers.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately.
you know, shout out to J. Cole. I am going to
Good
listen
album.
to it again.
Really good. I liked it.
Okay.
I really liked it.
I feel that.
I want to listen. I've been listening to it since. Like, I got my couple of songs. I want to go back through the whole thing again, just so I can get another viewing of the full project. But nah, it's got some shit on there though.
It's got some shit on
It's
there.
got some shit on there, dog. Phenomens, motherfucker.
Vietnam.
Raleigh, Greensboro, Durham,
Hello.
Carborough,
Carborough. What the fuck?
Goldsboro, nigga.
Niggas said
Wilmington, Henderson, Charlotte.
Kingston.
Come on.